What if I told you one of the quirkiest and most flavorful travel destinations in the US wasn't a theme park or a movie set, but a small Pennsylvania town that changed the way America snacks? Pack your tote bags because we're heading to Hanover, Pennsylvania, aka the snack food capital of the world. Welcome to Pop Culture Passport, your ultimate guide to quirky and cool destinations across the US. I'm your host, Beth Scalacci, aka the Roman Yeti, here to help you dive into the world of theme parks, uncover film and TV locations, and explore quirky museums, roadside attractions, and legendary venues that capture the heart and soul of this unique country. So grab your pop culture passport and let's discover destinations that resonate with your interest, not just with what's trending on social media. Are you ready? Let's roam! As you know, that sound lets us know that today's episode is a Snack Society report. And we are making a salty, crunchy pilgrimage to Hanover, PA, a town where pretzels and chips are much more than a side dish, they're a way of life. We'll dive into how this small borough became the epicenter of snack food production, the stories behind two of the biggest snack brands in the country, our experience at Utz Outlet, and one other stop for snacks just outside Hanover. So, you ready? Let's dig in. Hanover is located in York County in Pennsylvania, and today it has about 16,000 residents. But don't let that size fool you. Hanover has made a supersized impact on the American snack industry. Once known for its shoe manufacturing, Hanover evolved over the 20th century into a snack food powerhouse. Why? It all came down to location, heritage, and good old fashioned hustle. This region is part of what's called the pretzel belt. I kid you not. A swath of mid Atlantic where German and Pennsylvania Dutch settlers brought their pretzel making traditions to the US. Now, you combine that with local agriculture, especially potatoes and wheat, proximity to big cities like Baltimore and Philly, and a strong work ethic, and you get the perfect recipe for snack domination. Now, by the mid 1900s, Hanover had attracted multiple snack companies, each expanding from family run kitchens to large scale production. That growth helped earn Hanover its crunchy crown, snack food capital of the world. So let's talk about two of the major names behind Hanover's snack fame, and that's Utz and Snyder's of Hanover. So, Snyder's of Hanover was founded in 1909 and it started with pretzels and slowly expanded their snack lineup. Now, their hard pretzels are iconic, and the company eventually merged with Lance. Before then, they were acquired by Campbell's. There's a lot of acquisitions going on in these companies. And while they're now part of a larger food empire, the Snyder's brand still proudly reflects its Hanover roots. Now, the other big company is Utz Quality Foods, and they began in 1921 when William and Sally Utz started making chips in their kitchen and delivering them by hand. Now, fast forward a century, and the Utz is one of the biggest independent snack brands in the country. And you may recognize their mascot, the little Utz girl. She's practically Pennsylvania royalty. Now, the company has grown through acquisitions, but it remains headquartered in Hanover. Now, under the Utz umbrella, you'll also find Snyder's of Berlin, not to be confused with Snyder's of Hanover. Stick with me on this one. This was confusing. So this is an entirely separate company that was started nearly 3 hours west of Hanover, but shares the same family name with Snyder's of Hanover. So the Snyder's split happened in the late 1940s. They were once one company, but the family decided to divide the territory. So Snyder's of Hanover got the east and Snyder's of Berlin got the west. Oates actually acquired Snyder of Berlin in 2019. So, even though they were rivals for 70 years, the Berlin brand is now technically part of the Utz family in Hanover. Not confusing at all. So, Snyder's of Berlin belongs to Utz, Snyder's of Hanover, separate company. Other legendary brands that now fall under the Utz umbrella include Gibbles chips, which are famous for being fried in lard, which is probably why they were one of my favorite chips growing up, and also Golden Flake. Now, both Utz and Snyder built their empires in Hanover, and they even almost merged in 2010 before the FTC stepped in. Imagine a single chip and pretzel overlord. Now, if you're looking for something a little more old school and handcrafted, don't miss Ravona pretzels, which is Hanover spelled backwards. They've been making pretzels the traditional way since 1935 with hand twisting and brick oven baking each batch. It's a completely different sort of vibe than the big brands. It's more artisanal, it's deeply rooted in local history, and incredibly snackable. You can find their shop right in town. They don't do formal tours, but the shop is designed so you often see bakers working through the windows or over the counter. So, what snack lovers you can do in Hanover? So, I mean, you plan a day trip. That's what we did. Um, so here are some must-do stops if you want to, check out Hanover for yourself and experience the snack capital of the world. So you're gonna want to go to the Utz Outlet Store. This is a chip lover's dream. We stopped here during our visit and stocked up on all kinds of snacks from classic chips, cheese curls, and seasonal specials. Um, you can also find snack seconds, which is both thrifty and thrilling. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about our experience in a few moments. But you can also check out Snyder's factory store. That would be Snyder's of Hanover. And they paused their factory tours a few years ago, but they have an outlet store that is supposed to still be an amazing stop. And you can get a lot of regional varieties that you may not be able to get other place. Now, Snyder's sort of changed the game when they got people into, like, the broken bits, phenomenon, which cracks me up. It's like, "Oh, things are broke, but we can sell these." So they have their pretzel pieces. I personally really like the honey mustard and onion ones. They have, buttermilk ranch. I believe they now have a Nashville hot. You can always get the butter snaps. Um they're the ones that you usually use at Christmas with the, Hershey Melted Hershey Kiss and the M&M on. Um, Snyder's factory store is open from Monday through Saturday. And just when you think that 2 snack outlets is enough, nope. Hanover's got one more trick up their sleeves. So right off Route 116, you will find the Hanover Foods factory outlet store. It's a little bit of a lesser known stop, but it's still packed with local flavor. So this one's run by Hanover Foods, which is a company that has been around since 1924, and they're mainly known for frozen veggies and soups and beans. But they have a snack aisle, and I have heard that you will find a little bit of everything in the snack aisle, and you don't want to miss it. Pretzels, corn chips, crunchy goodies under brand names like Bickles potato chips, including a honey barbecue, which apparently is a local cult favorite. They have the Wakey pretzels. Okay, I grew up calling them the Ouija pretzels. Apparently, they're Waggy. See, I've been mispronouncing stuff all my life. And they're famous for broken sourdough pretzels. Ah, they are such good pretzels if you can find them. Um, but it's one of those wild card stops. Not sure what you're gonna find, but worth the visit. The Hanover Foods factory outlet is also open Monday through Saturday. So Yes, Hanover has not 1, not 2, but 3 places where you can stock up on snack food pretty much straight from the source. So, what was our experience like at the Utz Outlet? Like, I didn't know what to expect. We pulled up into the parking lot, saw the door, and I was like, "Okay, this will just be sort of a warehouse building and we'll find some good snacks." We went on a Sunday, so we only got to see the Utz Outlet. Um, we walked in, you had to stop and, like, gather yourself. There was so much to look at. The displays were nice, like, it's really, really nice in there. They had tons of snacks. They had really cute merch if you're, like, into, you know, the Utz girl and stuff. Just really cute things, and just we just walked around and filled up a basket really quick. So, some of the brands that I was surprised that Utz owns, is that HK Anderson, which is the pretzels that are filled with peanut butter. Um, they own plantain chips, they own Zaps and, Vinters. So, it was really interesting to see all the brands that fall underneath the, Utz name now. We bought a lot of stuff, like I said. My favorite 2 things were, they were like the cheddar snowball cheese balls, so they were a white cheddar, but they were supposed to look like snowballs. They were really good. And then I had seen these daisy pretzels before. I'm actually in a store in Winchester, Virginia. They're called daisies, and it's just a thin pretzel, almost like a pretzel cracker. Well, they had ones that were chocolate covered at the Utz store. Those were so good. I had to not eat them all in one sitting. Like, I had to be very careful. So if you are a chocolate covered pretzel fan, look for the daisies that are chocolate covered. Um, and one thing that I found that was so fun and so cool, and if you've ever moved out of an area that had a regional, like, chip or something, this one's for you. So, they had this area where it was individual bags of their different Utz chips and stuff, and then they had boxes that you could fill up the boxes with the bag and then ship to people. They had a box that had, like would fit 60 bags, 60 of the small bags. So, I bring up the traveling thing because growing up in Pennsylvania, I had very specific snack food taste, and I moved to California, um, and they did not have my very specific potato chip taste. So my mom and my dad, God bless them, would send me boxes with my favorite snacks in. Um, and so when I saw these boxes of individual, it just reminded me of that, like, having that regional snack or treat that you like and moving out of that area and not being able to get it. So I thought it was fun that if my daughter ever moves to, California, I can go get a bunch of Utz salt and vinegar bags and, ship them out to her. So, it was just a really cool thing to see, smart idea, and just, the nostalgia sort of kicked in at that time. We will definitely go back. We will definitely go on a Saturday when the other stores are open as well. Um, we had a lot of fun. It was really hard to make snack decisions, um, and we probably didn't need we always do these things after Christmas, and that was probably bad timing. So, we have to go when we don't have all the snacks left from Christmas too. So, I wanna give you one more stop, and it's just 15 minutes from Hanover, so it's not far. Um, Martin's Snacks is in Thomasville, Pennsylvania, and they are a family-run company, and they make kettle-cooked chips, cheese curls, and popcorn. They're a local favorite, and if you ever see their kettle chips, grab them. They're so good. Um, they have had a factory tour on Tuesdays. Um, that's a little I'm not 100% sure from doing my research if that's still true or not, but they do have an outlet store that is open Monday through Friday. So if you want to hit all of the outlets we talked about, hit them through the week. If you're not interested in Martin's, Saturday will work. So the thing I love so much is that Hanover is so deeply connected to snack food culture. I mean, it's not a brand thing. It's not like something they made up. It's like baked, haha, right into the identity of the place. And there's just something that's really cool about standing in a town that's like known for the flavors that we all eat. It made me really appreciate the regional roots of the everyday snacks that we take for granted. Um, so if you're a chip fan, a pretzel devotee, or just love a little quirky travel, add Hanover to your list. It's a great day trip if you're near Gettysburg, or Lancaster, even in the like Baltimore area. It's not that far. It's just a good time. It's a cool little town. Plenty of places to eat and check out. So, if you have, like, a regional area that sorta has all these kind of snack places, like regional snacks, please let me know. I wanna know, and check those out. But with that, we're gonna add another stamp to our pop culture passport. I hope that this episode inspires you to get out and explore all that is quirky and cool, even in your own backyard. So follow, download, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Tell a friend and leave a review if you like what we're doing. You can also follow me on Instagram or Facebook. Just search for The Roaming Yeti. Keep roaming and finding your fun.